Good evening, everyone. I want to show you guys a little something here that you might find pretty cool. Now you see this logo? This is silencer code. Notice on the bottom of the box it says it. Whoa, my camera almost fell. All right, let's get back to business. And so this is a silencer or a suppressor, and I want to show you something cool about it in case you're thinking about getting one, but I want to show you also how it adds up in money. So this one is the Silencer Code Omega. So this one doesn't come originally with this flat cap. It brings this instead, which is an anchor brake. And so I don't really like the design. So what I did was I took this off and I replaced it with this flat cap right here. So I want to show you how interesting the Omega can be if you want to buy a silencer, but then I want to also tell you a little bit about the pain in the ass of owning a silencer. And so let's get started with it. First, when you buy the silencer and you look inside the box, you're going to get your cool little toy. Let's not think about this. It doesn't come with this. It's going to come with this and another part that sits right here. So I unscrewed this piece off and I put this one here. It also brings you a muzzle brake for your rifle, and it brings you right over here the tools so you can work with it. And so the cool thing about this one is the Omega is interchangeable between different calibers. This one shoots from 223 all the way into 300 Win Mag. So this is a great silencer to have if you want to interchange it between your rifles. All you have to do is, if you have threaded barrels, is you go back to the gun store and you buy a separate muzzle brake that they sell individually at the store, and you put it on one rifle, and then on your next rifle put the same muzzle brake on it, and on the next rifle the same muzzle brake, and then pretty much all you do is just pull this silencer off of one rifle and you can put it into another one, and it can interchange all the way from 223 into 300 Win Mag. Now, this is the fun thing about the silencer, that the sound that it makes is cool, the recoil is still low, and they're really, really cool to have and shoot with. Ever since I started shooting suppressed, I don't like shooting anymore regular unless I'm shooting suppressed. Now, let's put this little bad boy to the side and let's talk about money. So, is it worth getting? Yeah. Do I like it? Yeah. Do I shoot it? Yeah. Okay. Now, before you go ahead and buy one of these little bad boys, what you need to do is you need to get a trust. And I'm telling you from experience because I bought mine in Florida. I don't know about every other state. I don't know the exact laws, but I want to show you something about this and the money. So before you get a silencer, you need to get a trust. I went on a website called NFA Lawyers, I think it was .com, and money wise I don't remember, but I paid around $250 or $260 for a trust. So right there, $250 or $260 went out the pocket. I don't remember how much I paid for this one. I think this one was $7.99 or $8.99, something like that. So just the silencer was damn near $1,000, but in order to pay for this, I needed to get the trust, which was like $250 or $260. So if you're thinking about getting a silencer, look how fast the money adds up. Let's just say $1,000 between this and the trust. Now, you need to get 2 sets of fingerprints, if I'm not mistaken, because they're going to be for a silencer. I think your fingerprints are going to be $45 or $47. Then you need 2 passport IDs, 2 passport pictures. So that's going to be like $17 or $21. Okay, at the gun store, they're going to do all your paperwork for it. And so you're going to mail out 1 letter to the chief law enforcement officer and another letter into the ATF. But the letter you mail out to the ATF has to have a $200 tax stamp that you got to pay to get this bad boy. And then you have a wait period of anywhere between 6 to 10 months. Now, remember, I got this one in Florida. Down here, it took me 10 months to get it. So if you really notice today's month and day, if you decide to buy one of these tomorrow, you'll be ready to pick it up next year. Okay, it's gonna sit at the gun shop until the ATF signs off on everything and gives you back the tax stamp. And then you can go to the gun store and take your silencer with you and go home with it. Okay, so right there and then we're looking at maybe $1,270. Okay, now remember I said earlier it comes with this cap and not with the flat cap. So I didn't like this style cap. Some people love it. It's not for me. I didn't like it. So I replaced this cap with this one. If I'm not mistaken, just this cap was $75 extra. Okay. Now for some of you guys that never shot with a silencer, so you can know by your second or third shot, this thing is gonna be so hot that if you go like this, you're going to scream. And you might have the actual markings here permanently right here on the palm of your hand. So guess what? I bought a little sleeve for it. Okay, and let me show you the sleeve, how nice it looks. Look at this. Okay, look at it with the sleeve. Pretty cool, huh? If I'm not mistaken, the sleeve itself was like $160. And the only thing I don't like about the sleeve are two things. One, right here, you have to be careful when you're unscrewing it, because these right here do get really hot. And also when you shoot 308 and higher with the recoil, the sleeve tends to kind of go like this and start slipping out a little bit. So you end up shooting the silencer like this, and by your third or fourth shot, it looks like this because the sleeve starts falling apart. So what you can do with this is either just take it off, which I leave it on unless I shoot 300 Win Mag or 308. Or if you get 550 cord, you can run it in here, do a little loop, and run it into the stock of your rifle, and do another little loop. And now you're gonna have cord hanging here with a little bit of tension on it. So as you shoot it with the recoil, it won't do this. It'll more than likely stay maybe here like that, but it won't look nasty and it won't fall off. So guys, if you want to get the silencer, I highly recommend them. Do I like it? Yeah. Do I have a specific brand that I like over another brand? No, not really. But I'm pretty satisfied with Silencer Co's silencer. But just remember, if you're on a budget, think about it. This was like $840 or $940. And before I was able to get this, I had to get the Trust. That was like another $250 or $260. Just be aware that if you think you're gonna pay $840 or $940, you're not. Because by the time you pay the other hidden fees, you're gonna be at well over $1,300 for a can. And if you wanna do like me and change out the little cap and put a sleeve on it, you're gonna probably end up paying about $1,500 to $1,600 before you go home with your can. So something to think about if you're looking at getting one. If you're not worried about the money because you're balling, then, you know, by all means go for it. But if you are on a budget, I highly recommend you save up a little bit more before you start getting into it, because God forbid you don't want to buy something you can't afford and then you're frustrated with it. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a good night. Keep yourself safe out there, and please remember, if you like my videos, don't forget to comment, like, and share them. And remember, guys, for every single subscriber that I get, a piece of shit liberal does lose their mind. So feel free to subscribe to my channel and share this type of stuff with other new shooters getting into this business. And hopefully I can give you guys some cooler knowledge again in the future. All right, I'm out.